Hey guys, SuarezDigital here. First off, thank you so much for 71 subscribers. It really means the world to me, and I will continue to make more wholesome content for you all. Do you ever regret all the mistakes you've ever made in your life? I do. Sometimes I wish I could redo a lot of things in my life. I just don't take enough risks. And the risks I do take kinda screw me over. I still regret buying Knuckles Chaotix for $220. And I think back, Sega could have had it good. Just imagine the mid-90s. Sega is taking risks. But not with manufacturing consoles, but with their games. Making hit sequels after hit sequels. It just seems that every time Sega and Sonic Team have a good idea, it kinda goes to waste. And sometimes I can't help but wonder what life would have been like if things went a little bit more differently. As a kid, I grew up playing my Sega Genesis. I played all the classics: Sonic, Echo, Vector Man, Shining Force, Kid Chameleon, and Comic Zone, to name a few. And many of these games haven't even seen the light of day for almost 20 years now, and are only remembered through compilations. And part of me wishes that we had modern day sequels of these amazing classics, but only if they were given the same love and care. One thing that is worse than no sequel is a bad one. I've had it. I can't keep dreaming forever. Therefore, I'm traveling to an alternate timeline where Sonic Battle 2 exists. And hopefully in this timeline, Sega has a better future. One game that I wish had a sequel was Sonic Battle. For those who don't know, it was a Sonic fighting game released for the Gameboy Advance in 2003. I spent countless hours with friends playing this game. And for us kids in the early 2000s, this was our portable Super Smash Bros. A whole 10 years before Smash Bros. For the 3DS was released. And although I did say Smash, it does play a lot more like Power Stone. And by all means, Sonic Battle isn't perfect, but lots of hours and amazing memories were made playing this little amazing game. Unfortunately, in this world, the Dreamcast still failed, and Sega still treats Sonic like garbage. So there's no Sonic Battle 2 here either. The only difference is that instead of Microsoft jumping into the console wars, it was Apple. So now we're back to trying to find a timeline where Sonic Battle 2 exists. In the early 2000s, this new thing called the internet allowed us to start communicating with strangers all across the world. I spent a lot of my childhood on websites such as Gaia Online and the Sonic Stadium. There, I made friends with so many other Sonic fans. We would talk about how much we loved the blue blur, and how amazing we were at Sonic Battle, and how one day we would all meet up in real life to play when we were older. Not surprisingly, they haven't logged into their accounts in over 15 years. I'm still waiting, Pikachu King. Come at me, bro. This timeline's even worse. Here, Nintendo never took a risk with the NES. Video games as we know them today don't even exist. Everyone here is afraid to take risks. I need to get out of here. The thought of living without video games is, unfathomable. The Nintendo DS came out with many new features. A chat room that was always empty, a touchscreen, and most importantly, this new feature called Wi-Fi. We didn't think too much of it at first, but soon it would be a function that would be immortalized with us. My friend picked up his DS with a copy of Mario Kart, and we started to use this download feature to wirelessly send over demos so that I could play with him. And in Animal Crossing, I was able to invite my friends over to my town, all without cables. And what was even more amazing is that you could use this Wi-Fi to play in real time against complete strangers. Then I thought, if Mario Kart and many other games could do this, Sega should do this, but with Sonic Battle. Upon realizing my amazing idea, I did what every smart kid would do back in the early 2000s. I posted it in online message boards and made GeoCity websites, hoping that Sega would notice my amazing idea and turn it into reality. That's how things work, right? So here, Sega is still making consoles. After the Dreamcast's massive success, they released a follow-up console calling it the Sega Reality, with a slogan reading, "Where dreams become reality." And most importantly, the Sonic Battle franchise has spawned 12 successful and popular sequels. This timeline is perfect, is what I would be saying. Apparently here, Wi-Fi causes mutations, and not the good kind. So now everything has hundreds of cables. Yeah, let's try to find somewhere else to go. These were my thoughts back in 2004 on why it would be an amazing idea for Sega to go with this plan. Sonic Battle 2 for the DS would work so much better because of the 6-button availability, which meant that there was so much more room for other functions, solving the initial complaint of stagnant and boring controls. The graphics would also be upgraded, and it would be capable of using either 3D character models like in Sonic Rush, or even just more frames added to the original 2D sprites. The backgrounds would be able to receive huge upgrades, and with the power of the DS, we would be able to have even bigger arenas for the characters to fight in. Most importantly, the must-have function has to be the online fighting capabilities, with ranked leaderboards to prove once and for all who was the best Sonic battle player in the world. And characters wouldn't even be an issue. Sonic has a huge roster, and we would put all the characters to good use. Of course, this was all before everyone started getting tired of Sonic's huge cast of characters. In the end, us kids had no influence or understanding how Sega worked or how games were even made. That didn't stop us from dreaming and imagining a fan game that we would all make together. But with anything, time happened, and a lot of us grew apart and became busy with our everyday lives. We've done it! This is the perfect timeline. Sonic Battle 2 exists, and Sega took all the right risks. A little too right if you ask me. From what I understand, they took so many risks and made so much money that they bought off Nintendo, Microsoft, Amazon, and the US government. And because they own the government, they forced everyone to work 24 hours, 7 days a week in order to release a new Sonic game every single day. And by law, people have to buy the games despite the fact that no one has time to play them. Honestly, I want Sonic Battle 2, but this isn't worth it. We're heading back home. Looking back, an online fighting game would have been hard to do with early 2000s technology. And as powerful as modern day technology is today, games like Smash Bros still have problem with online connectivity. And I know how much harder this would have been to pull off 20 years ago, and that's probably the reason why Smash Bros didn't debut until the 3DS. Even if Sega took the risk, the original Gameboy Advance game didn't sell too well, so making a game for a niche audience would have most likely resulted in a loss of profit. While I love the Sonic franchise, I know Sonic targets that very specific audience, the Sonic fans. In contrast, Smash Bros has a roster that can attract many people from an initial glance, and then it keeps them with solid gameplay. And from my friend group experiences, I know that once Sonic hit multi-platform, everyone else just started playing the other games available on their consoles, such as Halo, Call of Duty, and so forth. And while Sega did make a lot of mistakes in this timeline, I do believe that one good thing in this timeline are the fans that have made amazing projects for everyone else to play. We never got Sonic Battle 2, but we do have Sonic Smackdown made entirely by fans. It's basically a Sonic fighting game with Marvel vs. Capcom dynamics. And the way Sega picked up Christian Whitehead for Sonic Mania, we may find ourselves living in a timeline where many more fans will start making their dreams a reality. And I can say that I do look forward to many more Sonic fans rising up and making official Sonic games. And after all that, I think I learned a lesson. I shouldn't really regret the decisions I've made in the past. What happened, happened. I should start looking forward. And from here on out, I'm taking risks. I will begin to follow and accomplish all of my dreams. I will be impulsive and spontaneous, jumping in headfirst without thinking about the consequences. What's the worst that could happen, right? Good thing I could travel to a different timeline to find out my answers.